guess let's get started.
Cool.
Hi, everyone.
Yo!
This is Cranked and Ranked.
That's what we're doing.
Especially hello to all the Sleep Token fans who may have no fucking clue who we are, which, we're small potatoes, so you probably don't know who we are. Because you're probably clicking on this because you're a big fan of Sleep Token. And I would like to begin the show by saying, I'm sorry.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. But we're a podcast where we rank band discographies, and we've done so many in the 5 years or so, or more than that we've been doing this. And it ranges everywhere from bands that we know very well and we love very much, all the way to bands that one or both of us didn't really know very well before we did the research and deep dive for these episodes.
And this is one of those times
where both of us.
Yeah.
Neither of us. Yeah. And Sleep Token is the band.
Yes.
And Cranked and Ranked is the podcast / YouTube show. Thank you for watching. And
welcome to Sleep Token. Today we're talking about Cranked and Ranked.
And now I have blue hair. So,
hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
I like the blue.
Yeah.
So now
it is blue now.
Now I've done I've done purple, green, and blue. And the purple was 100% my favorite. So once this kind of starts fading, I think I'm going to go back, and purple's going to be my color. Because
I feel like you should do red so that you've done like all the lightsaber colors.
Well, that red would look so bad with my skin tone, dude.
It's okay. You only got to do it for like a day.
This is permanent. What I want to do next is, because my wife's been dyeing my hair, but what I want to do is go to like a professional, and I want to get it done purple, but I want to get it done that cool thing where there's there's black underneath the purple.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So might as well, I still have hair at 47. I might as well kill it off with chemicals,
Perm.
I'm trying out this. Do they have these at McDonald's where you are? They're like frappes. They're like coffee shakes, essentially.
Yeah, we have those. McCafe.
Yeah. My kid got this one. It's a Chips Ahoy frappe, and
nice.
he didn't like it. So I took it and put it in the freezer until now, and I go, I'm gonna try it because I like Chips Ahoy and I like frappes.
Nice.
And it's pretty good. It's just a sweet ass fucking coffee for people that don't really drink coffee, but I do. So,
dude, are you guys still rocking the plastic straw?
Yeah, it's regular ass plastic straw.
We have not had plastic straw over here in like 10 years now.
Are they paper?
Something. They're paper, but and this is not me being anti-environment, but they suck for the thick shakes. Sometimes, just fucking sell me a metal one. I may start doing that. I might buy a metal straw and bring it every time I get a McDonald's.
In the future, everyone's just going to have their own personal straw in their pocket. So, just so you know, that's the future. I've seen it. So
we'll assimilate it with our mind powers.
Yeah. Sleep Token is the band, and we're going to be ranking everything. So they have 4 full-length albums and 2 EPs. And we're ranking all of those from our least favorite to our most favorite, or in my case, most annoying to least annoying. I'm being fair with this. But I will, because we on the last episode, there was a brief discussion about Taylor Swift, and I very clearly said, that's just not music that's intended for me. But then I found out some things about, her actual music and lyrics that made me think, well, but maybe it is actually crap.
Did you girl boss too close to the sun?
Yes,
should go down as one of the top 10 worst lyrics ever that aren't promoting Nazism.
Here's the thing, Here's the thing, though. I have a little bit of I got to poke you for a minute with this, because this past week, there was 2 times in a row that I heard these songs with really awful fucking lyrics, and they sounded like Taylor Swift songs. So I said, oh, she really is shit. And the second time the song came around, I went and looked at who it was. It's Sabrina Carpenter. Her shit is just as shitty as Taylor Swift. It almost sounds identical to Taylor Swift.
Here's my thing, and here is
you think she's hot, and so you're a fan.
No, that's not all of it. I think the difference is when it comes to Taylor Swift, she is so clearly a billionaire that is now out of touch.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina Carpenter, on the other hand,
is almost. She's on the way.
Well, hear me out. Right? If you're familiar with her personality as a person,
mm-hmm.
you know that she's got kind of a wink in her eye, and she doesn't really take anything seriously. Okay. That's the difference. Okay. Where it's like Sabrina Carpenter is leaning into the retro pinup ex-child star, now pop star, who's hot now, and I'm going to hone in on that because
if that's what you're into, yeah.
But she's the difference there is she is leaning into the I'm just funny, taking the piss, and doing a lot of innuendos and funny stuff in the songs and whatnot. Okay. Taylor Swift, on the other hand, is raised in this pedestal that's like, just tell me who to kill and I'll do it. And it's like, she has
nobody
that kind of power. Nobody
should be on that kind of pedestal, period.
Yeah,
nobody.
Yeah. So,
but I will say with other recent events that I've seen on the news, all of these pop stars should take a page out of Billie Eilish's book and donate $11 million to charity.
Hell yeah.
So I'm not even that big of a Billie Eilish fan, but
as far as pop goes, she's one of the most interesting in a long time.
Well, she seems like the most self-aware of a lot of the pop people, where I think she's smart enough to know the privileged position that she's in.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know her for sure. She may totally suck, but all I said, that's the thing that I've been saying about these super rich celebrity people for years is like, you're not impressing me with, I donated $1 million to this charity one time. Like, no, take a big fucking chunk of that shit, and throw it at the problems of the world, because you're not making anything better, with your music, really. I guess you're making people happy with your music, which is good. Being happy is good.
There was a time in my life where if I had come into a shitload of wealth, you bet your ass I would have bought a Lamborghini Countach right off the gate. Like I would have gone straight for the fucking.
Which is why I want you. Everybody, please figure out a way to get Eddie rich.
But here's the thing. Now I would feel like a shitbag, and I'd just be like, man, that could have fed some kid. Like,
what you do is you buy the Lamborghini and then you drive it to go donate millions of dollars to charities, and you film it for a documentary, and all the proceeds from the documentary also go to charity, and then you still get your car.
Dude, you're a genius. Thanks, man. You've worked it out. I'm just going to get rich. I'm just going to get rich now.
I've decided to add some levity to this, because I know that, like, I really don't have anything positive to say about the music that we're going to be talking about, aside from it's done very well for what it is. And that's not even really a compliment. But I decided, in order to add a lighter, more fun feel to this episode, each time that I rank an album, I will also be opening a pack of Bill and Ted's cards. Trading
most
cards.
Atypical movie cards
from 1991. I have this whole ass box of them that I just recently got, and so I'm going to do that with each ranking. We get to open a pack of cards, and that makes everything more fun. So,
that's awesome.
Sleep Token from your neck of the woods, not specifically, but from the UK. We think the guy sounds like he has a British accent, but nobody knows who is doing it.
Well, I thought it would be important to contextualize a few things about how Sleep Token present themselves as well. So Sleep Token are an English rock band. This is straight from Wikipedia, sue me. Sleep Token are an English rock band formed in London 2016. Its members remain anonymous by wearing masks, and the only two real main members, from what I can see, are Vessel and Two. Vessel is the front man, but apparently does a lot of everything on the albums apart from the drums. Two is the drummer.
How long do you think it's going to be before? Because remember when Ghost started, they tried the whole anonymity thing, and now everybody knows it's Tobias, and he just does interviews without the makeup on now.
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, there's lots of bands that have done this kind of mystery thing. You can trace it back to Ghost, you can trace it back to Slipknot, you can trace it back to Kiss.
But if you can keep it up, and not only keep it up for years and years, but also somehow surround you with managers and producers and whatnot who also don't spoil it, that's pretty special. So hopefully that works out.
I want to come out as well and say that I respect a lot of what Sleep Token do. They've done a lot of cool stuff, and here's my thing. Right out of the gate, I'm going to say that I like the concept more than the execution. I think we'll get into that, but the idea of alternative metal, indie pop, prog metal, post metal, and gent with some maybe funk and hip hop adjacent pieces thrown in there too.
Yeah.
That's what we've been calling for on this show for a long time, is for bands to be more experimental. And they are.
To a point, they're experimental.
Yeah. But
it's important to note that you and I both have a lot of experience with way more experimental music than this.
Absolutely. I mean, you stack this next to Mr. Bungle, and obviously it's gonna sound like Sabrina Carpenter compared to Mr. Bungle.
Yeah,
because it's apples and oranges.
Sure, and we are two people that enjoy experimentation, and especially me, I enjoy music that doesn't squarely fit into any one genre.
Yeah.
So honestly, in theory, this should be a band that I really enjoy. And I went into it that because I'd only heard a little bit, and honestly, my introduction to them was tainted by fans of this band, because fans of this band will say things like, "If you're not into Sleep Token, you just need to open your mind." Somebody needs to tell me that I'm not fucking listening to it. I don't get the intricacies of this. And then on top of that, people will post shit like, leave it to Sleep Token to fit 10 genres into one song. And I'm like, there is no song I heard where there was more than 2 genres at a time. Yeah. And even then, so what I'm trying to say is that you can I love when bands blow up and people become fans of bands, but once there becomes a holier than thou sort of mindset when it comes to somebody not liking a band. Now I'll be the first to say that especially the metal community filled with jerk offs.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so I understand that there are those people who just don't like the poppy aspects or whatever of the music, and they want everything to be exactly one way. There must be a master race of metal, and it must look just like this. And that's
okay. Old heads talking German. We need to wind it back a little bit.
Wunderbar.
I agree. It's not lost on me that, the average person who's not familiar with the show or anything coming into this and thinking, these two fucking long-haired metal elitists on a podcast, two white guys talking about anything. But it's like,
oh yeah, trust me.
But
there's enough of that.
I'd like to think that we at least come off with an open-mindedness that I feel like a lot of others don't. Because musically,
I would hope.
Yeah, musically, generally speaking, I'll try anything once. unless it's National Socialist black metal, at which point you've lost me. But that should lose any good person. So
Yeah.
with that, yeah.
Let's roll right into it because we have, how many is this? Six?
Yes.
6 things to rank from Sleep Token. And this is, for bands that have started more recently, this has got to be the most recent band we've covered that started the most recently.
Yeah.
2016 was the first EP.
Yeah. I was at college in 2016, so yeah.
I was already a father, and honestly, I wasn't much different as to what I am now. Only my hair was a normal color back then, so I was kind of boring. But yeah. So let's just start this off, and we'll get the conversation going. And like I said, all respect to Sleep Token fans, especially those of you who are level-headed enough to be like, "Hey, this is just shit that I really enjoy." And because I deal with a whole lot of that shit in my life. Trust me, I like a lot of. I'm the Metallica fan that loves Saint Anger and Lulu, so I deal with that shit all the time. So let's move into it. So as usual, I throw it over to Eddie to start it off. Well, wait, hold up. What are we doing?
Real quick, these are my most recent music acquisitions to show off what open-minded individuals we are. I'm going to save the coolest parts for last. But we got Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Ultimate Collection.
Oh, nice.
Sci-fi themes, including Star Wars, X-Files, Star Trek, Doctor Who.
I'm curious to know if that's one of those ones where they're recreated by a different, it's not the originals.
I only paid $1 for it. So
that made me so mad when I was a kid. I'd be like, real Star Wars theme.
Yeah. We have the Conan the Barbarian OST.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And we have probably the crown jewel of my charity shop CD find. We still have tapes. We have the Star Wars trilogy soundtrack.
Oh, nice. Speaking of
all 3 of the first Star Wars soundtracks.
Well, hold up. Are they the original ones? Does Return of the Jedi have Loptinek on it?
Let me look. But they
should be like the end of the first half of Return of the Jedi.
They have a cool.
It's very special edition looking.
Let me have a look. We have.
I'm going to tell you, throw it away if there's not a Loptinek on there, or the Yub Yub song.
Let me look it up. Oh my god, there are a lot of tracks. Ewok Feast, Part of the Tribe, archival bonus track, Leia's new victory celebration, Battle of Endor. I will let you know if Yub Nub is on there. I will.
And Loptinek is the song that the weird looking alien lady is singing in Jabba's, is it in like Jabba's barge at some point? I don't fucking remember. I just know that like that song somehow became a hit in other countries, and then when they did the special editions, I think they took it out or they
replaced it with Jedi Rock.
Yeah, I fucking hate George Lucas so much. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm not even that big of a Star Wars fan, but it's literally just like taking something I enjoyed so much as a kid and being like, "Oh, you liked this? Fuck you."
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, here we have the 2 cassette tape finds.
Oh, sweet.
We have Thunder with Backstreet Symphony.
All right.
Some UK hair metal or hard rock of its time. This is really cool. This is a promo EP. Actually, no, I think it may be the full album. Let me have a look. Oh no, it is Flotsam and Jetsam. It is a
of which one?
Which one's got the Master Sleeps on it?
That's God damn it! That's the 4th one. Right before Quattro, it is When the Storm Comes Down. When the storm
no way!
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I have a promo copy of When the Storm Comes Down.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, underrated too.
All right.
So yeah, without further ado,
Without further ado, Eddie Sparxx will start us off with his number 6, bottom of the list, Sleep Token release.
Okay. Well, it makes sense that my number 6 is also number 1. It is number 1.
The EP 1. Yeah.
EP 1. Okay. So, obviously this is a band just starting off. It's
quote unquote.
Yeah.
It's a project starting off.
Yeah. It's a project starting off. It's in its infancy. There's only 3 songs. But already right out of the gate, it's clear that they're not just doing the gent thing. They are putting other elements to it. Although sonically, it is very much metal demo from 2016 coded. Mm-hmm. So for me, let me get the thingy up here. There's not a little thing here for it. Bear with while I search this up.
Anyway, 2016 is when this EP came out, but it's not my number 6, so I can't really jump in that much here.
Okay, yeah. So it's got Thread the Needle, which is the opener, Fields of Elation, and When the Bow Breaks. It's pretty cool, but it's not as fleshed out. So I thought it's not a great representation of what they'd go on to be. Mm-hmm. Although, the evolution of bands nowadays tends to be a lot slower. So, I mean, honestly,
especially this band.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, it's clear they have an idea. Mm-hmm. This is the first go at it. But it makes sense that I put this here because they haven't really fleshed it out much yet. And my next pick isn't going to be a real surprise either. I thought it wouldn't be fair to put 2 EPs above at least 4 much more fleshed out versions of what they're already doing here. So, simply put, 1 is my number 6.
Okay, my number 6 is This Place Will Become Your Tomb from 2021, the second full-length album.
Yeah.
The reason why this hit the bottom for me, and it's a reoccurring thing with all of their albums, where not only is go ahead.
Is it because they pretty much did the same thing again?
Yes. Not only is there very little progression in their actual sound, even the production of the albums, where I started feeling like I already heard a song before. And then I realized, I went back and like sort of spot checked, and I went, oh, holy shit, you could just take any song off of any of these albums and put it somewhere else and nobody would even notice. So, but the thing is, what they are doing is good for what it is. Like, I'm not listening to this going, oh, these fucking amateurs or these people that are way out of their depth trying to do this music. I feel like the people involved, which we know is at least 2, if not more people, the people involved are very capable of writing and performing and making, their own out of this sound that they've come up with. But once I got into the full lengths and I got to the second full length, I was just like, this is just the same thing again.
Yeah.
And the number one thing, and I know this is probably like, I can't, I tried my best and I tried to not make this a deal breaker, but this is a deal breaker with this band. The vocals are atrocious. Every single album. And it's because it's almost just like metal Coldplay the whole time. And he's not an amazing singer. If there was like a undeniably fantastic singer doing a lot of these things, that would be maybe a little bit more enjoyable. But at the end of the day, he's literally just like the guy from like all of those bands that were played at the end of episodes of ER or hospital dramas, and all the songs were like, hold my hand. It's so bad. Every album, every vocal performance, even when they get to the screamy part, it just sounds like a billion other metal screamy guys. And so even if I did like the music, the vocals are just, it's literally like taking an aspect of other music that I already don't like and then putting it into this band. And I'm like, well, I still don't like it. I don't care what kind of experiment this is, putting those vocals in here, because I already didn't like them. Trust and please keep in mind out there. I'm saying I'm not saying this is bad, because I can. There's clearly an audience, and they're not wrong. Those people are not wrong, because if this
there's no right answer for a subjective art form.
That's true. If this sound does it for you, then fucking great, because they seem to be really consistent in what they're trying to do. But for me, with this particular album, This Place Will Become Your Tomb, it was just like the things that I didn't like, they just did them all again. And then the progression and different elements that they try to add in, it's not enough to make one album that much different or more enjoyable than another album. Yeah. So with album number 2, I was just kind of let down, because I was like, all right, this is the second album. This is when maybe this is when they kick it up, and all of a sudden I get some surprises. And there's not really any surprises.
It's kind of like
I'm going to open up a pack of Bill and Ted's cards.
Okay.
Keep talking while I'm opening them.
While you're opening those, the big thing that's the big thing that stood out to me. This is awful ASMR.
Tune in next time where I just chew food in the microphone.
Crunch ice right up to the mic. I'll tell you what. The big thing that stood out to me, whenever I kind of zoned out to these albums a little bit, it always felt to me like I pictured myself as a parent in 2012. Mm-hmm. And I was stood in the bedroom of the girl who was listening to a Sam Smith CD while the brother next door was blasting Gent at full volume.
Yes. Sam Smith is a very good example of what I'm talking about. So
yeah, and I don't want to sound. I really don't want this to come off like,
It's all right. We're already all the way. We've already pissed them all off.
Well, I don't want to come off like a toxic gym bro who's like, metal singers don't have balls anymore. In my day, you had to kill 5 people in Vietnam before you could sing in a metal band.
Honestly, the extreme metal vocalists, there's too much of that shit, and most of it's not very unique anymore. So I'm tired of that shit too, trust me.
Yeah, granted, I'll give it that Sleep Token are doing more melody in their vocals, which is desperately needed in a metal scene that is overly dominated by way too similar vocals. Extreme vocals, when they came out, were cool because nobody had done that before.
Or they were used effectively in songs and not just all the time.
Yeah, and obviously you've got like your early examples, Morbid Angel. You could go all the way back to Possessed. The extreme vocals.
Venom.
Lemmy may be like an early, extreme vocal, obviously a little bit of melody in there, but I'm getting sidetracked. My point here is that, my problem isn't that there's melody. I've always talked about how screams are played out, and I would like gritty but melodic to make a comeback. And I'm not saying that stuff has to be exactly how it was in the 80s or the 90s or anything like that. What I am saying is that this vocal style is also hella played out in pop music.
Exactly.
And it's like, the thing is, when I listen to Sleep Token, I think to myself, how did nobody do this then? Because this feels like something that at this point I'm hearing stuff like, even on their newest album, I'm thinking to myself, man, did we get to 2012 and give up? And this isn't a slight against the band for just sounding the way they do. I just genuinely, the vocal style of like, you know, the Sam Smith and Sound Smith sound-alike contest that appeared to have showed up in the 2010s.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of bored. I found myself during this thing. There are like 3 songs that really stood out to me across this whole thing, where I found myself thinking, "Oh, I'm doing the ear pricked up head tilt of, oh, that's really fucking cool. I wish every song was like this."
For me, it was literally just moments here and there. But yeah.
There's a couple songs where right through I was enthralled, but
yeah.
Simply put, I'll get to those. Those aren't until later in the list. But what do we have on the Bill and Ted's? What are they called?
The most atypical movie cards. So these came out in '91, so it means that they cover both movies. But I would like to start off with a very great one. You got Mr. James Martin of Faith No More.
What a shithead!
With some other people, with the Future Lady. Yeah. In Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. These appear to be a lot of Bogus Journey. There's like the holding the robot heads. I like how a lot of these are like they seem to be like outtakes, because I don't remember him holding a record. I don't remember him holding a record in his hand. It's sorry for the people that are listening as a podcast. Then there's Bill proposing to one of the princesses.
Can I confess something?
What?
Hey, put that one back up. I genuinely, for a brief moment there, thought that was Alex Winter talking to Black Album era James Hetfield, just for like a split second. It was like a side profile
with redder hair.
Yeah.
And anyway, you have the evil guys hawking loogies.
Nice.
On the dead us's. Then you've got this one is, I guess that's from the original movie, because that looks like from
That's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah. And then this appears to be a behind the scenes kind of thing with a phone booth. So that's kind of cool. Here's another part from the beginning of Bogus Journey, where Denomalus and all the troops like bust in.
Nice.
Here's the Iron Maiden. Excellent. And then you've got all of the historical figures with Missy, Mom, in the backyard on Bill and Ted's. And all of these have like little, on the back, little things like this says, Missy meets historical figures and informs Bill that his chores must be done before she will give them a ride. Everyone pitches in. Dude, so that's pack number 1.
If I was in that room with you right now, I'd be demanding that you open those card packs right under my nose so I can huff the 1991 air.
Smells good. Something about the air from everything from 1991 is
smells like a metal scene. It smells like a metal scene with an imagination.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. You're going to get in more trouble than me. So let's move on to our number 5 Sleep Token release. I'm assuming yours is EP2?
Yeah, it's 2.
Okay.
Again, like I say, I just didn't think it was fair to put these above at least fully formed albums.
Sure.
Despite the fact that, seemingly they get a lot of love too. I mean, their Spotify plays are nothing to be scoffed at. I mean, holy shit. Some of the, simply put, I just said a whole lot of nothing with a whole lot of words there. It's 2. 2 is at least a further evolution of what they were doing. But ultimately, I don't have a massive amount to say on this one compared to the previous one. But we're going to get, at least for me, into the LP zone pretty soon.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, my number 5 is 1, which was your number 6. My number 5 is 1, the first EP, which I have nothing to add from what you were saying. It really felt like at this point I was kind of just like, I'm not really into this. Some of it really made me feel like metal fans who also really like Sigur Rós, you know that band? There's like a little bit of those vibes occasionally in some of this stuff. But I was like, wow, this is really like this particular EP. There's not anything unique about it because there was other stuff already being done that sounded kind of like this.
Yeah.
I would like to go on record and say when it comes to very unique bands that incorporate different style vocals with some djenty stuff, 2 years prior to this was the first EP from Four Stroke Baron, and I would encourage fans of Sleep Token to go check out Four Stroke Baron if you want to hear a version of this kind of stuff that I really like, because that's more on the weirdo tip. And they've been going for a while. They've got three albums, 4 albums, 3 or something like that. But his vocals sound a lot more like Roland Orzabal from Tears for Fears, which I love that. But once again, that's a thing that I've heard people say, I can't stand the way he sings. And I'd be like, you know what? I get it, but it connects with me and I fucking love it. But so this kind of stuff isn't necessarily that unique. In fact, I would say that the only thing that comes across as truly unique about this band is the fact that they took the Sam Smith vocal style and put it in metal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sam Smith. I don't even know. Is he the guy that ripped off Tom Petty? And then Tom Petty was like, fuck it, whatever.
Dude, I have kind of a vendetta
Against Sam Smith?
and to be honest, it's no fault of him, but back when I did a year of sixth form before I went on to do college, and he's doing another cards. He's doing another pull of the cards.
Okay.
So I did one kind of wasted year. I just call it a shit gap year, basically, where I like stayed at the school I was at before I realized, no, I got to get the fuck away from here and go to college and go to somewhere where I'm around people that like me and vice versa. And simply put, during that year, I was doing like a music technology course where I had to completely from the ground up recreate that fucking song that goes la 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 la.
What song is that?
Oh, thank God. Don't do it to yourself. Seriously, actually, hold on. I want a live reaction. Live reaction. Dude.
Damn it, what do you got?
Hold on. I need, right. Listen to the first, it's La La La. I think it's Naughty Boy and Sam Smith. Oh God, hearing the first few seconds.
Naughty Boy?
Yeah. Gives
Boy.
Gives me fucking PTSD. Where is it? Let me figure it out.
Is Sam Smith British?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you to go to the 15-second mark, and I want your unfiltered reaction. This is a really ranty episode. Seriously, imagine.
I mean, all the Sleep Token fans have gone. If you're a Sleep Token fan and you're still here at minute, whatever this is, minute like 40 or 35, just put it in the comments and be like, hey, you guys don't suck that bad.
Yeah, and you know what? You have my respect because we're not being nice.
Honestly, like as I've said it most times, whenever there's a band that experiences a lot of success and people are really excited about them and I don't like them, I feel left out and I feel sad because I'm like, I want to join in. I want to be part of this.
Nothing would please me more than waking up tomorrow and liking fucking everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's some things that I'm never going to like ever.
Yeah. But simply put,
are you sending me this fucking song?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were. I hold on. Just type in Naughty Boy Sam Smith.
Oh,
la la la.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were looking it up. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Naughty
I didn't
Boy.
realize you were waiting for me to send it to you. I'm sorry.
Sam Smith. Naughty Boy and Sam
la,
Smith.
la,
La la la.
Seriously, go to the.
La la la.
It's the main hook of the song.
Yeah, I don't think it's not playing.
Okay. I had to recreate this, every single instrument. To this day, I will maintain there is no fucking woodblock to be found in there, but apparently it's in there. But, yeah, are you listening right now?
No, it's not playing.
Ah, damn it. Well, I think the planets may have aligned to save you on this one.
I'm gonna YouTube it. Oh, get
okay.
the fuck out of my face with ads.
Dude, is it me or have YouTube ads gotten really bad recently? You get one every.
I don't know. You guys tell
seconds.
me watching my channel. How bad are they? Well, there's a video. I don't want to answer your goddamn YouTube questions.
I thought it was that. Yeah. Here you go. Oh, don't want to get copyright claimed for this, by the way. So if you may want to. Hold on. You may have missed it.
Oh, okay. I've never heard that before, but it's bad.
Don't do it to yourself. Never listen to that again. The first time I heard that song, I pissed myself laughing. And then I was punished for it by having to recreate it from the ground up for a year.
Before we get to me showing the Bill and Ted's cards from this pack, I'm going to tell you my brief Sam Smith story, because it's not. I didn't really know him very well except for that one song. Like literally, his debut album came out, and he had that "Stay with Me" that song. That's Sam Smith, right?
Yeah.
So before I met my wife, I had broken up with my kid's mom, and I had a couple years of I was a mess, but I was dating, and I remember I randomly I was doing the apps to date and did those, and I met this one girl who claimed to be very into music, and we went out on a date. And we started talking music, and I'm okay with not seeing eye to eye on a lot of music, as long as there's a shared passion. My wife likes a lot of music that I'm not really into, but she's very honestly passionate about this stuff, and I go, it's infectious to me.
Yeah.
So we're talking, and I just start talking about music, and I go, well, here's the stuff that's very meaningful to me, and here's the stuff that's was important when I was younger, and it's still here for me now. And here's the music I like to make. And I literally was just unloading all of this, music love, because that's my entire fucking life. And she's like, my favorite singer of all time is Sam Smith. And I was like,
this is not going to work out.
The guy that literally just put out an album is your favorite singer of all time. All of this music has been made. The dude that just put out an album, he's done enough to where you're like, that's my favorite singer of all time.
Nah, bro, he's the GOAT.
And I was like, okay. And then throughout the conversation, I realized that she's was one of those people that seemed like they were locked in a shed when they were younger, because you bring up music that everybody should know, and she's like, I don't know what that is. What's Korn? What's new metal? All this stuff is this shit was really popular. What the fuck are you talking about?
I would argue not. Did she at least know who Limp Bizkit were?
I don't think so. I feel like she didn't know any band that I was talking about.
Wow. Damn, dude.
Yeah. But and maybe she was. Maybe I didn't get to know her very well, but maybe she was one of those kids that had weird parents that locked them in their rooms for 20 years, and then they finally let them out. And then I went on a date with her.
Well, at the end of the day, if you blow chunks and she stays, she's yours. If you spew and she bolts, it was never meant to be.
Not gonna lie, I ghosted her. All right.
So I sent her Ghost's entire discography.
Oh, that's a good one. So we got them unzipping their fleshy, evil bodies to show their I don't know.
Inner evil bodies.
I don't know what that's all about. But excuse me. Then we've got Abraham Lincoln and Sigmund Freud.
Nice.
From the first movie.
So great! I always forget about the mispronunciations.
Bill and Ted from the end of Bogus Journey on the stage. Ooh, the Grim Reaper. We got the Grim Reaper right there. Napoleon, the short dead dude from the history.
Merit.
And we've got Bill and Ted from outside the van before they're about to be marched up the cliff and murdered by evil Bill and Ted. Spoiler alert. Oh, man. Late, great George Carlin as Rufus. And then finally, we've got Abraham Lincoln. Party on, dudes.
Party on, dude.
That's pack number 2.
Nice.
And now it moves us on to our number 4, Sleep Token. Is that what we're doing? Sleep Token?
Yep.
This is the Sam Smith ranking. Greatest singers of all time ranking. Number 1, Sam Smith. He accomplished so much on that one album. It revolutionized singing forever.
Yeah, or maybe stopped it in its tracks and it hasn't changed since. Anyway, simply put, where am I at?
I hate the bottom part of these frappe things, and you can't get it in the fucking straw.
Oh yeah, no, honestly, at that point, it's just a waiting game. It's you just gotta wait now, dude.
It's gonna sit in the window in the sun.
Yeah, do it. That's the quickest way to get there.
All right. Where are we? Number 4, Sleep Token.
Number 4 our number 4. My number 4 is This Place Will Become Your Tomb. For the very reason you had it last, the only reason it's not last for me is because there's 2 EPs, and I didn't think it was fair. So, simply put, yeah, they just did the same thing again. If anything, if anything, this one felt a little less outside the box, or at least at the same level, because at least with Sundowning, it was like, oh, okay, this is a full length of this, you know, and
now this one it's another full length of this.
yeah, and it kind of lost its effect on me a little bit. I was like, well, when I hit the first album, I was like, first full length with Sundowning, I thought, oh, okay, all right. Okay, right. Well, they've clearly locked into this kind of fluctuating between early 2010s pop R&B balladry and genty riffage.
Yeah.
But I'm going to come out and say it. There's not any genting on any of this that feels revolutionary or outside of anything that's been done, because like
none of this, when you take the components apart, none of it is anything new.
No, and it feels very much like the it's something new thing is through the merit of, oh well, we're the first guys to blow up blending these 2 things, which has clearly worked for them. I mean, you know, but it's nothing groundbreaking, because it's been done and it's been the status quo for at least 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, you know, these 2 styles that are coming together, it's quite it's a blending of styles that's very surface level from both places.
I would say that if you want to give credit for what led to this sound, and this is another band that I'm not a fan of, but you got to go back to like Linkin Park, because then they did that one album where it almost sounded poppy, blending with their sound. So it's like other bands have done different versions of this already. But here's the thing. This band blowing up. Here's the one positive that I took from this, is the fact that this band is, I guarantee you, it either already is or it will be the gateway for people getting into all sorts of music.
Exactly.
Not to say this, you know, isn't good enough and you'll get onto better stuff. This may be a band that will continue to be very important to you, but will unlock that part where you go, hey, this heavier side of things, where does that come from? And it might lead you down that path. And so, and honestly, like you said earlier, anything that can be regarded as alternative metal in this day and age, even if I don't connect with it, I love that it's there, because I'm tired of everything fitting in a fucking narrow hallway of what a sound can be. So I like that.
For me, I'm able to divorce my biases as a listener from the overarching implications of what a band is. And ultimately, if I'm stacking this band next to the glut of bands that sound like an even more basic version of this, that have been the status quo for so long, I at least have more respect for Sleep Token through the merit of sheer, you know, willingness to sound different, you know?
Sure.
The vocal style, not for me.
Yeah.
In my opinion, pretty surface level genting. However, if this is someone's gateway into heavy music with like an experimental edge, like if this leads someone to Faith No More, I'm happy it's there. Or,
Yeah.
you know, something like that. You know, at the end of the day, it's fantastic that we're able to have music full stop.
Yeah.
You know, but if I'm looking at this through a harsh analytical lens, musically, This Place Will Become Your Tomb is like the most nothing new of the releases in this in this ranking, and it's only at 4 because the 2 prior to it are EPs. But you know, if you've stuck around this long, I have positive things to say about my top 2, and a little bit of my number 3. But again, for the most part, I wouldn't consider myself a Sleep Token fan. I would consider myself a Sleep Token respecter. So,
All right.
yeah, you know, if that's not an open-minded stance, I don't know what is.
Okay, well, my number, were we on 5, 4? My number 4 is 2, the second EP. I'm going to open my cards while I'm talking.
He's opening the cards.
3 tracks, same shit, slight progression from the first EP. This was when my gripes about their songs started to be. You remember when we were talking about later Iron Maiden stuff, and I talked about how almost every song just has this overly long, like either acoustic or mellow melodic beginning,
way too drawn out,
that just leads to almost the same kind of thing that they had already been doing.
Yeah,
and to me, that's just doing that every once in a while is cool to set a mood. You do it all the time, it's just fucking musical wanking at that point. It is like, and that's the thing. To steal a term that I've stolen many times from Howard H. Smith from Acid Rain. Music like this, he always says that the musicians disappear so far up their own asses that they can't ever find their way out. And there's a lot of that here. This is a lot of self-indulgent wanking.
Yeah.
Just not, the fun noodly guitar wanking. This is more like, I don't know.
How much can I milk this before it becomes too much?
Yeah. But there's a lot of music like this. And that's the thing, is that there's an audience for overindulgent wanking that doesn't really go anywhere. Plenty of bands out there that are fucking legendary. And that's fine. But unfortunately, Eddie Sparxx made me do this ranking. So you guys can blame Eddie Sparxx for this. But because on my channel, I don't talk music I don't like, I just don't talk about.
Yeah.
Unless it's cranked and ranked.
Well, wait. The interesting angle with doing a band like, we're not into on Cranked and Ranked is it can at least lead to some funny commentary.
Yes.
But I get that if you were making a video yourself, I wouldn't like to make a video about something that I didn't like. Speaking of which, I have some video ideas in the works, and I'm going to make a return.
Eddie does his own YouTube stuff, if you don't know, and so follow him because more shit will be coming hopefully soon.
But I am in the process of doing a little bit of a rebrand. I've unlisted a lot of my videos, but that's because I want to come back strong. And also because if anybody wants the video, I can send it to you. It's an unlisted link. It's not private, it's just unlisted.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody
if you're interested, just
if anybody wants to says, "Oh, where's the Faith No More video gone?" I'll pop a link in the comments.
Yeah, just send him an email at sparksy@email.com. That's not his email address.
I was going to say, did you make that today?
Anyway, the number 2, at this point, I was still holding out hope that once they went into their full lengths, it'd be a slightly more interesting version of what they were doing. But at this point with number 2, there's parts that I go, okay, if the song was more of this, I think I'd be into it. But at the end of the day, it was like if you had like a 6-minute track and literally like 30 to 40 seconds of it was slightly enjoyable, and the rest of it was just like, oh yeah, we get it. Okay. So we've got the hell of the birthday party with the grandmother.
Oh, the kiss scene
from Bogus Journey.
that really
We have
freaked
Bill
me
and
out as a
Ted
kid.
rocking out on stage from Bogus Journey.
Nice.
We've got, what the fuck is going on here? What the hell is happening in this picture right here?
It appears that Bill and Ted are
hanging-
falling from the ceiling.
Okay, maybe that's an edited scene. I don't know. This one it's got Rufus and one of the little orb things from a Excellent Adventure.
I can't break away.
This is the dudes being marched up the hillside or whatever. Oh, I love this one.
Oh,
The whole
nice.
game from Excellent Adventure.
Oh, that's cool. I love stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Dude, I tell you what, like some of my earliest like goosebump music moments came from Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Like the part where they go to the future and see what they have to save. In time, we'll be dancing in the streets all night, and they're all there like,
Yeah.
you know,
that was
it's
that
really-
was I remember
really
when
cool.
I was a kid and I saw that movie in the theater, I just remember I was very excited by
That's
the whole
awesome.
thing.
yeah.
They're playing Battleship with Death.
Best 2 out of 3.
This is an outtake from Excellent Adventure where they're rocking out next to a bench sign. That's
Dude,
that's not in the movie. This is students entering the classroom at the beginning of Bogus Journey. I thought it was Spider-Man for a minute. It is probably not Spider-Man. Hey, Bill and Ted's Excellent
Hey!
Adventure. It's
Nice.
a party, that's for sure. Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventures. It's the cartoon theme song. Anyway, there you go. That's my number 4 Sleep Token album. Moving on to number 3 Sleep Token album. Let's wait. Hold on. Do we have the same 3? We have the same 3. So let's see. Let's see if we match up.
Okay, my number 3 is Sundowning.
Also, my number 3, Sundown.
Okay, cool. So we've matched up here. First of all, elephant in the room. The artwork.
Oh
is,
God, it's awful.
Is the artwork for Sundowning is a prime example of pretentiousness, I'm going to call it.
Ooh, I like that. Coin that term, everybody. Pretentious.
It's where a genty band gets so far up their own ass, they put a shape on the album cover and call it artistic. But at least this one has a bit of a gradient going on, but at the end of the day, it highlights the, black, white, and gray. Sorry, excuse me 1 second. Sorry.
He's a very important man.
That alarm is to it goes off every day at 8 to remind my partner to feed her sourdough starter, of which she has made 4 loaves, and they were really, really good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so we haven't bought bread in about a month, and it's been pretty good.
Nice.
Do a sourdough starter if you can.
Okay. So anyway, Sundowning, the first full length.
Yes, Sundowning, first full length. It at least has that edge of slightly more interesting than your average gent at this stage in the game.
Sure.
2019, it came out, late 2019, so about 4 months before the world shut down.
Yeah.
But simply put, it goes between Sam Smith ballads and gent we've heard before. And they've managed to put it together in a package of, we've got really cool imagery and really cool lore, and we're anonymous, and, it's really quite genius what they've done. They've taken, like, the 2 things that sell really well, blended it with Slipknot and a bit of Ghost, and just gone,
Yeah.
Everyone, this is gonna do numbers, and at least
to be fair, I think right now my patience for masked bands is over.
100%.
I mean, I'm a Ghost fan, but there's like a newer band that's out there. I think they're called President or something like that, and they all wear masks, and I'm just like, oh my god, just make some good fucking music. It's getting to the point now where I'm just like, okay, no, just it's been done. If you don't have anything unique to add to the faceless idea, then just fucking make good music, please.
If I may also chime in here, they fucking did that in Point Break. That's not new either,
Yeah. That's true. The Point Break is one of my favorite movies of all time. So
now, if they came out as the dead presidents and started robbing fucking banks, that would be cool.
Or if they all came out with president masks on and did Point Break themed songs, then I might be on board. That's kind of dumb, but I'd be on board.
But that enters the realms of so stupid it's awesome, which you and I are.
This next one's called Utah. Give me two. This last song is called Via Con Dios.
This next one's called Young, Dumb, and Full of Cum. Ding, 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 ding. Good.
Is that from the movie?
Yeah, well, there's a scene early where a fellow FBI agent is giving Johnny Utah the business.
I got it. This next one's called That Dude Shot Anthony Kiedis in the Foot.
And the line before the breakdown is, "Oh shit, we're fucked." Dude,
this is a great idea. Somebody take this and run with it.
Yes. Or should we do a concept album with Grave Circuit? We'll just go under an alter ego.
So technically, we are a masked band because our only release doesn't have any pictures on it, so you don't know what we really look like. No way of knowing. Did we even actually make that music?
Yeah.
In this day and age, how do you know? How are you going to be able to tell?
Plot twist: we don't exist.
Yeah, this is completely AI generated right here.
You are a schizophrenic, and this last 5 years has been a figment of your imagination. I feel
Please
bad.
let us know if there's anything else we can do to help.
I feel like I may have triggered something for someone by saying that.
Anyway, sundowning. I would say for what it is, it's very well done. If I was into it, it's very well done. But for me, it's pretty dull. I don't like the vocals, and there's nothing exciting about it, especially in the respect that people like to say. Where it's just like so experimental, you just got to open your mind. I'm all like, the first person that fucking says that to me gets shut down because I know that your musical palette is really small.
I misheard you there for a minute. I thought you said anyone who says that to me gets shot.
Yeah,
bang
with my gat. Anyway,
and on my gat.
Oh shit! Hold on.
And I don't give a fuck. It's a Filthy Frank reference for anyone who knows.
Who?
Filthy Frank, Francis of the Filth.
Dirty Frank. We're getting into a lot of repeats here. Oh, this one's Socrates and the Dudes in Greece.
Socrates!
Yep, these are double. These are doubles. Oh, here's one of the Bill and Ted statue at their university in the future.
Hell yeah!
That's it for that pack. I'm sure we're getting a lot of doubles. So that moves us on to our number 2 Sleep Token album. Will we match up here as well? Let's find out.
Okay.
After this. Okay. No.
Okay.
Have you had a frappe from McDonald's? Old head can't because he can't even get it to come through the straw anymore. God damn it. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, well, my number 2 is Even in Arcadia.
We have a top 3 matchup. My number 2 is Even in Arcadia, which is their most recent. Oh, from this year. Literally came out this year.
Yep.
And their fourth full length. Yeah, their fourth full
Yes.
length. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
And the thing I will say is the singles from this, if every song had interesting changes, like the saxophone solo in Emergence,
Yeah.
and like the reggaeton beat in Caramel.
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to say, that there's moments of some songs where I go, this is kind of fun and cool, but it doesn't make up for the rest of it.
Yeah, ultimately, it's like there's one or two songs here or there on these albums where I think, God, if they just did this all the time, they would be, in my eyes, yet another cut above. You know, regardless of my opinion on the vocals or anything like that.
Yeah. Honestly, I think there would be a big improvement if, they would take the idea of what they have for a song and shorten it to 2 minutes or less.
Yes.
Fit it all in 2 minutes or less.
I mean, like, what is it? I mean, I look at the track listing. There is one track that drops below 4 minutes, but like so many of these songs, like 8-minute opening track.
A lot of them are bloated.
There's a lot of bloat.
But that being said, I feel like that's a disservice, because if you want this kind of music, you can't make it with shorter songs.
Yeah, and I find like across all of the albums, there's a real pacing issue with some of the songs.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like unconventional song structures. I like when bands break from the verse, chorus, bridge, chorus thing. Mm-hmm. Regardless of however tried and true that is for other bands I like.
Sure.
I like when bands do unconventional song structures. But when, the thing is, like, there's so much Sleep Token I've listened to, and the thing is like, people turn around and say they go between these like ballads and they go between these like heavy bits, and it's like, yeah, but 4 albums of only that tends to blur.
Yeah, there's a lot of blurring here.
There's a massive amount of blur because, there are moments of really, really, really cool stuff. Like I said, Emergence is a cool song. There's a lot of cool changes in Emergence. There's a lot of cool songs in moments in Caramel. But the thing is, I think the singles that were put out are, all the other songs need to be at that level for me to really get into this.
Yeah.
Because there are a select few here that I go, ooh, this is some good shit, but there's so much stuff that sits in this mid-tempo to slow gent ballad area that, again, like I say, is just with slight changes and slightly more interesting songs later in this set of albums we've got. I do find myself thinking, is this all this is?
Yeah.
Like, have we got one more? Where do they go after this? I mean, clearly they've got a lot of different influences.
Sure.
I mean, the genre list here says alternative metal, big win from me already.
Yeah.
Pop, R&B, gent, and progressive metal, right? The songs should be much more interesting.
Let's be fair, though. The R&B tag is bullshit. Unless you're talking about
the vocal
Taylor
style.
Swift's version of R&B. Like, it's not. It doesn't. Just take that off. It's not. There's no real R&B in here. There's a lot of the stuff that's just verging on some other different genre. It's still too much mid 2000s indie band stuff. It's not. Yeah. Really, the biggest thing for me is it's disappointment that this isn't great. Even this number 2 album, for me, it was like, this was the 4th album, and by the time, because I listened to everything in order, and getting here, I really was, oh wow, it's another album where there's really not much telling apart one album from the other. If you're listening to things for the first time, everything blends together. The production is very similar, and a lot of the sounds that they use are very similar. Really, the only thing that sets like these top 2 apart is I can hear them trying new things,
Yes.
even if a lot of the times they're things that I don't even care for where they're going. I'm just like, yeah, I appreciate that little bit's there, but
Yeah.
it's not enough. It's just very, yeah. And to be fair, they're not the only band that has this issue. Like there's a lot of bands that just aren't interesting to me at all. But then I'll catch a song where some part of it I go, oh, that was cool. Too bad I just don't like anything else about this.
I think as well for me, as someone who's grown up during this generation, it may be, and I've been giving this a lot of thought. You know, I don't have the authority to do it, and nor do I think it's an ethical way to approach things. However, I am of the mindset of, for 12 months, like a year to the day, we should retire Gent for a year. Just because it became this pissing contest of, oh, I've got 7 strings on my guitar. Yeah, well, I've got 8. Yeah, well, I've got 9. Yeah, well, I've got 10, and now I can't hold the fucking thing because it's too heavy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Where do we go from here? You know.
And then on top of that, the whole idea of gent, which I don't know if that term is used widely anymore, but is the whole like odd time signature, but still just chugging on a low D or whatever your guitar is tuned to the point where bands will incorporate these sections, and I'll just go, "That's a Meshuggah song."
Yeah.
And it literally just took somebody else's shit and threw it in the middle of your song because there's not enough fucking space to do anything interesting when you're doing music like that.
The craziest thing is I found out recently about Meshuggah's earliest demo from 1989.
Oh wow, that far back?
Yeah.
Dang.
No, seriously.
Did not know that.
Dude, you should have seen my face. I almost shit myself when I found out.
And I'm not even a big fan
early.
of theirs either. I just appreciate songs here and there.
Let me look it up. What it's called? It's called something like Psychic Test Build or something. Where is it? It's something proper technical. Let me look it up.
Test Build.
I actually think it's like a typo or something.
Psychic testicles.
I think it's
My
called
testicles will tell the future.
Psychic Test Build. I think it's called. Where is it? Let me look it up.
Well, while you're looking that up, we have the principal from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure as this card. This one only had 2 cards we haven't seen yet. And then we have Bill and Ted, with Ted carrying a big load of books from the beginning of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. There you go. That's we only got one more pack to go because we only have one more album to go. But
oh shit!
Hold up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Meshuggah.
Yes. So the earliest Meshuggah demo was released in 1989. It's about 20 minutes long. It's under the genres of thrash metal and progressive metal, but there are moments on it where they're doing grooves like and it's like, whoa, they were doing that shit this early. And I need to listen back through that because I'll find where it's at, where they would really lock in. But like, holy shit. But the problem is, that's nearly 40 years ago, and bands kind of like I will even argue, like, I'm not crazy about the production of 2000s metal, but you know, even if 2000s metal is my least favorite production, I would say like the riff writing in the 2010s got real lazy after Gent got on the scene, because for a while it was really cool, and but the problem is you got all of these bands that were like, oh fuck, well, we need to play in that tuning, but we need to not do any odd time signatures and put clean choruses between screamed verses, and and don't get me wrong, there are bands in that scene I think do it better than others, but it's a very oversaturated scene. I feel like that happens with metal, and especially in this century. Any genre that starts to experience any bit of success, all of a sudden, there's just so many bands. It's happening right now with hardcore. Yeah.
The number of fucking hardcore bands, and they all, not all of them, a large chunk of them sound so similar to each other that I'm just like, oh, I mean, I guess it's a good thing because now, like, you think that, the cream will rise to the top, as they say, or whatever, So hopefully, some of that music's great. Other stuff is just really repetitive. And yeah, anyway.
I would say something I've noticed with hardcore though is like it kind of thrives on the DIY underground go to the shows aesthetic. So I mean,
which I appreciate that as well.
People who like that sound are going to show up and enjoy it. They're going to get in the pit, flail around a bit, and then go home absolutely fucking fulfilled. And that's great.
Fucking roundhouse kicked in the face by some schmuck.
What the fuck's up, Denny's? Have you ever seen that? You ever seen that video?
Of course I've seen that. Yeah. Of course.
What the fuck's up, Denny's?
I do really laugh at the in the hardcore scene these days, and it's trickled into like the death metal scene too, where the vocalists need to ask the crowd to do something, and I'm like, you shouldn't have to ask us. Like, open up this pit. It should already be open.
I remember you saying as well that the Harm's Way Running Man became kind of a meme, but you said that is your idea of hell in terms of a gig.
Yes, because I'm not as uncool as it may seem to some people. The hardcore dancing that has become the show is now about you and not about the band. You're not even watching the band. You're spinning around doing stupid shit, getting attention. And I know it probably feels good, but looking at it from the people that, like me, where I came to watch the band and now I have to watch out for your stupid ass.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I'm okay with a pit where I'm going to get jostled around and I got to make sure I'm in an area where I've been in some really gnarly pits in my life.
Yeah.
But there's never been a person spinning around with their fists trying to smack everybody, because at that point, you're not there for the show. You're there for your own ego to just so you get some fucking attention. And that's bullshit. And bands should be against that kind of thing.
You got fucking roid rage Pete Townsend over here. It's like fucking.
But then, like, where do you draw the line? So if you are a hardcore band and you want to stop people from doing stupid shit, where do you draw the line at the stupid shit? Is crowd surfing all of a sudden stupid shit? Because you can get kicked in the face with that too. So I understand bands not taking that stance like Fugazi did and just like, stop moving. I love Fugazi so much, but at their shows, if it gets a little bit rowdy, Ian's going to be like, people came here to stand and listen to music. Anyway,
I'd love to do a show where I played like kind of a character where, like, as soon as the crowd got remotely into it, I'd be like, stop! You're doing it wrong! Me! You need to look at me! I'm where the sound is. Not you! Until you're part of the Turbo team, don't run, walk slowly.
That's going to be you in the hardcore band you start.
Have you ever seen I Think You Should Leave?
No. I've seen clips from some of it.
Oh, dude, I love that.
I have a feeling I would love it. I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
Dude, it's so easy to binge. You could watch, like, over the course of 3 hours, you'd watch the entire show. Like,
okay.
It's like every episode is about 15 minutes, and it's so easy to watch. And it's like, dude, I went back and watched some of it recently. It's the most I've laughed in a while.
Nice. All right, well then.
That's where the Turbo Team thing is from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you ever heard these? You ever heard these plumbers to come over and then they install a toilet and then you hear them scrounging around in there and you knock on the door and you go in and you say, hey, what's going on in here? It's like, get out! And then they start running around your house and then you try and join in with them because you want to be in on the fun, and they say, don't run until you're part of the Turbo Team! Walk slowly! And it's like a lawyer ad where it's like, has this ever happened to you? And he goes, it's like overly specific scenario.
Yeah. mean,
then you walk into the bathroom and they replaced your toilet with a joke toilet that's just for farts.
Obviously, I've seen the 55 burgers, 55 fries. That one.
Yeah.
But what's the main guy's name that does that show?
Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson. The thing of his that comes up in every time I just find myself dying of laughter. It's not from his show. It's from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, he started out there.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Woo! But it's done like they're over here. The NBA on television has this song written by John Tesh that goes. And it was like their sketch of like originally it had lyrics. And that the lyrics were basketball.
Nice. Anyway. One of my favorites as well is the one where like there's this guy and he's like stuck behind him and he's like driving like really erratically and like stopping violently and starting the car again and swerving in a car park. And then he honks his horn and he goes, "What the fuck, man? You don't know how to drive?" And he leans out of the window crying and he goes, "No." He goes, "What? No, I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared."
I should
genius.
probably watch it. It's literally the same thing that happened with me and Key and Peele. For years, everyone's like, "Go watch Key and Peele," and I'm like, "I'll get around to it one day." And then I became a massive fan of that show after it was already over.
Dude, if you liked the basketball skit on SNL, you're gonna love this show.
It's so funny. Every time I'm just giggling, and like sometimes if I watch it in a loop, all of a sudden because every time they do it, so it's him, but then it's what's his name on Ted Lasso on keyboards. And every time he gets to the end of you give me the ball because I'm gonna dunk it, they both high five each other every time.
Oh, that's great.
What's that guy? What's Ted Lasso's name? That show's coming back, by the way. I'm a fan. I don't care. I don't even like soccer/football.
Jason Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis, yes. Anyway, all right. Well, that's nope. We got one more album of Sleep Token.
Yes.
I should literally the description of this episode should be like the guys kind of rank Sleep Token.
Well, I mean, it goes without saying we got a trilogy matchup here.
Yeah.
So
joint number 1.
Take Me Back to Eden.
Yeah, from 2023.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And this one, to me, feels like they really locked into a bit of a groove here. And in my opinion, the crowning thing that would make them a lot cooler is The Summoning. The song The Summoning is what I wish all their other songs were like. Mm-hmm. And it comes in hard with the whole genty thing.
Yeah.
But then it eases off, goes into that like sneaky groove sort of thing. Right? Then you get, kind of the, like 4/4 really chuggy heavy shit. Mm-hmm. Love that. There's a guitar solo in it. Mm-hmm. That's really feel based. It's not shred wankery. It is actually a really feely guitar solo with a cool guitar tone.
Which I appreciate things like that as well.
And yep, absolutely. There's a really heavy double kick bit kind of section where things go full blown like extreme metal. Mm-hmm. And then there's an ambient section and it finishes out with like kind of a funky thing. And the thing that really drew me to Sleep Token, and I ended up kind of disappointed by, is that this song set the bar real high. And I said to myself, I heard this song, and I said to myself, if every other song is like this may be my way back into modern metal.
Yeah.
Ended up being Architects, but that's a different story. Anyway.
Which we ranked, Architects.
We did rank Architects, and admittedly, there's probably some things about Sleep Token that are probably more interesting than Architects. However, I think Architects were there at the beginning, of this sound, and they went on to become one of the best at it. However, I wouldn't necessarily say that anything Sleep Token have done is anything new, but I would say the crown jewel, if I had to point to a Sleep Token song that impressed me, is The Summoning. And the only thing I would say about The Summoning is like that ambient break could have been shortened by about 50 seconds. Other than that, fuck yeah, that was a great song. But the thing is, like, around it is, again, like I say, there's a lot of songs here with quite a bit of bloat. And I just wish that there were more songs like The Summoning in this catalogue that really drew me in a lot more. It's just, yep, the dogs are chiming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know who let the dogs out, but the Baja men have been asking that question for years.
26 years, we still have yet to find out who, in fact, let the dogs. It was you last time. You didn't let them out; they escaped.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so that was after the episode ended. It was just one that got out in the front, and luckily she didn't go very far.
Yeah,
but when you have a lot of dogs, shit happens.
How many dogs are you at now?
14. No, I'm kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's the crazy thing.
We have 7, 3 of which are pit bulls, and
nice.
And they range in personalities. Obviously, some of them are more chill than others. But our newest pit bull, whose name is Jess, she likes to go exploring out front, and she's figured out a way to like force herself through our gate, which we need to get fixed. And she'll just go wander around. She doesn't run away. Like as soon as I go out and I see where she is and I walk over to her, she kind of like slowly walks back like, all right. So she doesn't want to run away. She's just like, this place is boring. Can I go look around in the neighborhood? Anyway, take me back to Eden.
Your turn. My take was basically The Summoning is the coolest thing they've done, and I wish more stuff was like it.
So the things on this album that I enjoyed is that after the second album, which I just thought was kind of boring and uninteresting, I liked how in this one they lean more into the modern day pop sounds, which I don't really like those sounds, but I kind of enjoyed that there's a little bit more emphasis on that. But the number one thing that made this album the number one album for me was I feel like the heavier parts are more effective in juxtaposition to the poppier or more atmospheric parts.
Bingo.
I still didn't like it. I mean, I liked things about it, but it's way too long. And to be fair, I was kind of out of it. I was out by song 3. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I just have to say it's not for me, and I know that it's not for me. Clearly, like if it was the thing where like millions of people were saying "fuck Sleep Token," then I'd be like, well, maybe they're really bad. But there's a lot of people that love them, and so I'm like, well, whatever they're doing it right for those people, and they are. For the open your minds type people, hopefully that's what it's doing for them. They're now like, maybe they were people that would just like, no, I want, blast beats and double kick and screaming for every song all the fucking time. And then maybe this is the band that has made them go, you know what? Maybe not all the time. And if that's a win, in my opinion, because there's way too much of that in the metal. Like that's the one thing I'm going to support Sleep Token and Sleep Token fans because of the fact that they don't fit squarely in some machismo hellscape of metal. Yeah. And I like that. But end of the day, it's just, best takeaway from doing this episode is that I now have heard everything. And when somebody says, "Oh, you just need to hear it," nope, I heard it. I heard all of it. And
one of the great things about doing this show, is like you can turn around and say, actually, I even listened to the EPs.
Yeah.
And it ain't necessarily for me, but it's good that you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's hard to like, certain bands are so like not my vibe that I can't point at them and go, well, this is bad or this is wrong. It's more just like a cool. Well, it's the same thing with like, classical music. I get so bored with classical music, but that's just how I'm wired. I could never go to somebody and say, "What a fucking Mozart! What a fucking poser!" I don't. It's so boring. Like I don't. That's ridiculous.
See, for me, classical music is like a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it's like I'm really into the real cinematic side of things. So if it sounds like a film score, I'm like, oh hell yeah. But if it's like, I can tell this is high society and I don't belong here because I'm a peasant, I'd kind of tune out.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
I think that's the thing that's made me most comfortable with myself as a music fan and a musician, is that the years have gone by and I've learned so many things, not just about making music, but writing music, recording music, producing, performing in a band, but also learning about all of the music that I love. What brought these people together? Why did they make the music they made? How is it connected to the other music that I love? All this big, like huge landscape of the music that I enjoy has made me very comfortable with the fact that's why, like, I don't have any guilty pleasures. I've done the work. So if I like something, it's because I like it. And so there's I'm perfectly, it's not just musically related. It's whenever I talk about movies, I always like to like chime in and say like, hey, look, I know enough about what's going on to know what I like and what I don't like, but please remember that one of my favorite movies is Encino Man and I don't like The Godfather. So just take that as you will, but I'm comfortable with being that person. Like, I'm just like, I've done enough digging. Not enough. I keep digging for new shit and interesting shit all the time. But I've done enough over the past 40 years at this point of my life that I know that I'm being truthful and honest with myself. So,
but if I may chime in and say, I like The Godfather. Mm-hmm. I love Encino Man. So, like,
well, that's fine too.
That's I feel like that's another angle,
Yeah, and I like Bill and Ted.
Yes,
there's death pointing.
Yeah,
there's there's actually a lot of ones we haven't seen in this last pack. I don't even know what the fuck is going on here. That is an outtake from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, but I don't remember what the fuck is going. Is that when they're in hell? I guess.
I guess so.
They're on the rocks.
Color palette. That looks like a hell scene.
Yeah, that one's not in the movie. This is from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Them sitting there, they're kind of bummed because they want to become stars and they don't know how it's going to happen. Then you've got their history presentation at the end of the first movie.
Dude, I love the song that plays during that. What's it called? Let me look it up. Hold on.
The song
it's by a band called Bricklin. Hang on. Bricklin.
Yeah.
Walk Away. Da-na-na-na-na.
How's it going? I'm Billy the Kid.
Dude, I love the triumphant sound of that.
The phone booth from the end of Bogus Journey when it's on stage. Oh, station. In the double station form. There's we haven't gotten a single station here. This is the dudes playing cards with Billy the Kid in the first movie. Sounds good, Mr. the Kid. Then you've got Napoleon from right before they snatch him up. And then we've got the good robot us's of Bill and Ted.
Dude, I need to rewatch these movies again. It's long overdue.
And then last but not least, we have the beginning, literally the beginning of the movie of the first Bill and Ted, where they're filming each other with the camcorder. Yes, Bill, but I do not believe we will get Eddie Van Halen until we have a triumphant video. Ted, it's pointless to have a triumphant video when we don't even have decent instruments. That is why we need Eddie Van Halen. And that is why we need a triumphant video. Excellent! Anyway, so that was fun. We opened. Oh yeah. We opened up 6-packs of Bill and Ted cards and ranked Sleep Token's discography. And so we know.
Yeah, we did.
Now we know. What is that one? Is that Now We Know? That's a fucking. That's another sketch.
Now you know.
That's another sketch. That's what's that? That Mitchell and Webb look. Did you ever watch Mitchell and Webb?
Oh, I've seen bits. The main one that, the main one I think of is Cheeseoid.
There's a Mitchell and Webb looks one where they're filming like a sex scene in a movie, and the guy's like, starts having, pretending to have sex, but he starts going, no, now we know, now we know, now we know. And I don't remember, but I don't think there's any explanation as to why he's saying it in this scene. I just think that that's the scene. Anyway, Mitchell and Webb also very funny. Are we the baddies? That's a good one.
Cheeseoid, you filled the car with brie. Cheeseoid hate self. Cheeseoid kill self with petrol.
All right, well, go watch that Mitchell and Webb look, and I think you should leave, and Key and Peele, and I don't know, Chappelle Show.
Fucking Bill and Ted, dude.
Mr. Show, also one that I really like.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, and watch Bill and Ted, both movies, because all three. The third one is my least favorite, but it was good for what it is.
Yeah.
But it didn't quite grasp me the way the first two did. But also, I'm older now. But yeah, I would think it would be. I'm older. They're older too. Anyway, I don't know.
My favorite character in that is the robot.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah,
hell yeah! He's so good. Yeah, and it's great. I like the fact that in real life, Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves are like best buddies.
Yeah,
and now they're doing a play together. On Broadway, is it on Broadway or something? They're doing the waiting for Godot or whatever that one is called.
I was unaware of that.
Yeah, so they're doing that together. But like you see them together, and you can tell that they have been friends since the '80s. Like they just have a great time. Have you ever seen that interview where the kid is interviewing Keanu Reeves, and he goes, "Do you have a hard time getting back into the voice of Bill?" And he goes, I play Ted. And then the interviewer just walks off and Keanu goes, yes, that's what you should do right now. Just lost all your cool points, dude.
Dude, I love them. They're great.
Yeah, I would love to hang with Keanu. He seems very cool. And please don't ruin it, Keanu, because you're one. There's those handful of people that just seem like such good dudes. I would like to die still believing that. Thank you. And I'm assuming the faithless people in Sleep Token are probably good dudes. I don't know anything about them, but
I was gonna say, yeah, we're never, unless you're fucked up. We never attack, people as people. It always comes from a place of, what's your track record and did you make good music?
Yeah. But I would like to take this opportunity to let you all know that I have discovered the identity of the main guy from Sleep Token, and I'm going to dox him right now. His name is Joseph Schlargenbergen, and he lives...
I thought you were going to do that, and his name is John Cena!
I don't know enough about John Cena to do that. His name is Robert Paulson.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. So that was Sleep Token, and I'm glad we did it. But I truthfully, I never would have talked about this band if we hadn't had this urge to get into bands that are popular that we don't know very well. So as usual, if you're watching this on the YouTubes, just put some comments down there. Obviously, if you're a jerk off, your comments just get removed. So don't waste your time. Because this is
get the fuck out of here.
This right here that you're looking at, it's my area of the internet. You don't get to fuck with it. But if you disagreeing in a civilized way, I fucking welcome that. Please welcome it. But as soon as you start there's a lot of pointed comments that try to claim that you just don't know what you're talking about. Those are the ones that I don't have time for. Because I do know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this a long time. So is Eddie Sparxx.
Yeah, we've been doing this show for over 5 years, which is fucking awesome to be able to turn around and say.
Yeah. We passed 100,000 downloads.
Oh,
like the service that I deliver the podcast through. Podbean, they sent me a thing saying that we have passed 100,000 downloads of our show.
That's insane. That's fucking awesome.
I mean, that's still, there's way more successful podcasts out there, but I mean, that's nothing
to be scoffed at, man.
Holy
sweet. Shit. Yeah.
And I can safely say none of them are my mom. Because my mom does not listen to this. My mom does not care about what I'm doing. I'm sure she would disagree, but also she's not going to watch this because that's how much she's not really interested.
If I may say, though, what happens is I've just gone on YouTube to check because you said that.
What about my mom? You're looking at my mom on the internet?
Yeah, she's real hot, dude.
She's 84, but, yeah.
Cougar. Anyway, when you type in Cranked into the search bar of YouTube, we appear.
Nice.
About halfway from the bottom, but we appear.
So if you're looking for Crank, go no further.
I'm on the internet.
I was thinking of doing drugs. I was thinking of doing drugs, but now I'm thinking I'm going to watch this podcast instead. Don't do drugs, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. PSA for this episode. Anyway, that's it. We appreciate you all. Those of you who are still here, especially if you're new, you are now considered a peanut butter platypus or aluminium squirrel or Belvedere ball sitter or Christmas dog. Which is essentially just, random shit we came up with through certain episodes that indicates that you are somebody that stayed the whole time and put up with all of our bullshit. Even better, you enjoyed the bullshit. Woo! That's great. That's you guys give me a reason to keep going day to day. So.
Me too.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it, baby, no, I ain't lying to you. I'm only going to tell you one time. Ah, yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Diamond Dave. So we're going to get out of here. Thanks for watching Cranked and Ranked. We'll be back next time. I don't remember what we're doing next time. I'm sure I'm sure it's going to be fun, and we'll be here doing it, and you'll be here watching it. And so don't worry. We know we're going to figure it out before the episode starts. So it'd be so great to do an episode like it's live and just be like, wait.
What are we doing?
And we just pretend that all of the spreadsheets are down. And we're like, oh fuck. Well, what did you have for lunch? Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You guys rule as usual. Throwing it over to Eddie Sparxx to take us out.
Later, dude.
Lovely.
Dude. I can't do a good Sam Smithy vessel voice.
Good.